Yo guys, what's going on? It's Duel Unlocked here, and today I got for you the brand new Gusto deck list. We went 90% win rate, we went 9 and 1. The last game was very unfortunate. We drew into both of the Kamui's I'm just gonna call it Hope of Gusto. But we still made a pretty decent board, but Ancient Gears going second, it wasn't enough. But let's go over the deck list here, card by card. We got the Ghost Mourner. This is searchable with the skill, which is also level 3, which is really nice. The 3 Pilica, you definitely want to run 3 of these. You definitely want to run 3 Vidiers. Kite Roid is to be searched off of the Crystal Clear Wing if it gets destroyed and you need some defense. 1 copy of Eagle, 1 copy of Falco. This is pretty important as well. It enables your Crystal Wing play. 2 Hope. Like I said, make sure you run 2 of these because you do not want to see this in your opening hand. If you see 2 copies, it can be pretty rough. 2 Griffin. We are running 2 Serenity. Of course, triple Tailwind, double MST, double Cosmic, double Book of Eclipse. 1 Contact of the Gusto, double Duplicate because we can search it. And it also, if we open it, it's not even that bad. And 1 Blessings for Gusto because skill can also search spell and traps, and Tailwind searches for it as well. For the extra deck, we're running 1 High-Speed Clear Wing Rider, 1 Crystal Clear Wing, 1 Crystal Wing, 1 Battle Wasp. This is the less flexible zone, or the flexible spot here that you could probably put in. Maybe you could put like the Harpy, but figured like might as well get some damage in. Clear Wing Fast Dragon, Clear Wing Dragon, Digesto Sprees, Mistworm didn't really come up once, so you probably could change this up as well. I've seen some people be running 2 copies of Digesto Sprees, which honestly seems pretty good. But yeah, I'll show you guys the win rate here. We went 90% win rate. Unfortunately, like I said, that last game, I'll show you the replay of the last game, but it was annoying because we could have won that probably if my opponent didn't, or if I didn't just brick. So we're gonna start off. Where do we want to start off with here? Yeah, let's start off with this one. We'll go in versus the one versus Utopia. This one was actually really, really good. We're going second into Utopia, I believe. And I was actually kind of insane. It was insane that we broke this board, by the way. I was like, what? Alright, so opponent gets all this stuff here. ZS Arm Sage gets the Astrotopia, the ZS Arm Sage. Summons a double. Grabs the rank up. You guys know Utopia plays by now for sure. And here gets the other rank up. Rank up this one. I use my Ghost Mourner here, but guess what, guys? They have a second one anyway, so they can just get the counter trap anyway, so that was fun. So, and then they make Roach. The crazy thing is we have to out Roach, counter, double monster negates, a triple monster negates, and a trap negate. Like, look at this board. And this is our hand. So we draw. So we're gonna Cosmic out the counter trap. And notably, the skill can search for the contact with Gusto. So you can see our plays here. We're gonna go Ancestral Arts. Flip this up. See if they negate it. They do. I have to get this. So the thing here is I do have to get 2 Gustos engraved. So they automatically negate that. I'm gonna go Tailwind of Gusto here to get the level 1. We're gonna go into the Cork Shooter, try and search the trap. And they will negate that. So that's 1 negate out of the way. We are now able to use Contact with Gusto. Shuffle 2. Pop the Roach because we absolutely have to. Tailwind of Gusto effect. Send the Griffin. Search the trap. Griffin effect. Summon the Vidier effect. Send this. They don't negate this, so our Pilica will summon that as well. We go into Sprees. Sprees effect. They're saving their negate here. Sprees can get back the Contact with Gusto, which is actually crazy. So we're going to use Contact with Gusto here to shuffle 2 back. They're going to use the... I couldn't tell which one they used already, so I just assumed they used the one with the Pegasus. Thankfully, I was right on that assumption. So now we go into the bow. And then we go into Clearwing Rider, and we roll a 6, and that's game. So that board was broken, which is actually insane. It felt really good to break that board. Alright, so that is Utopia. Let's go and show you guys versus the Ancient Gear, which honestly, I played so much Ancient Gear in COG. I don't know why. I guess people love that deck in King of Games. But here is going second is actually really nice into it. So once again, Ancient Gear statue, tanker, statue here gets the advance, gets the fusion. Gear Town. It's the box. Tunneler. The train doesn't even really help versus Gustos because it can only stop one attack. So they're gonna go advance. Tunneler effects. Catapult. Summon. 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 Sanaphon. That Sanaphon's a big, juicy target there. They're gonna draw 2 as well. Which I don't think they like play too much back row, so they're gonna Dweller, so that means we can immediately use our effect. But we're gonna start off with this. Remember, we can't summon cards from the grave, unfortunately, so we are just gonna go in for Daigusto Sprees, Sprees effect, get the Vidir. We're gonna go flip the 2, summon the 1. I'm gonna go for Tailwinds. I probably should have summoned like something a little bit lower, but you just go in and GG's. If they wanted to, they could have used the train, but the train wouldn't have saved them there, so that was really nice. This guy didn't really... I guess he was playing Live Twins, but I guess he bricked or... he didn't want to even play through this board, I guess, so here you go. Here is us going first. This is like the best combo that I've seen so far. So what you need in hand, your top priorities are going to be having Pilica and Vidir in hand. Make sure you have those 2 cards. After that, you want to get Tailwind. So Gusto, Vidir, Vidir and Pilica. Tailwind is the 3rd, and then 4th is Griffin. So that's your order of priority of those cards. So you can see we have the Pilica and the Tailwind here, so I'm going to send the level 2, get the Vidir and the Griffin. So now we have all 4 of the lineup there, so you guys are going to see the full combo. So Pilica, summon the 2, summon the Sprees effect, grab back the Vidir. This is where we're going to use our skill. Get the Kamui, and then immediately go into Crystal Wing. Then you can go into this. Before you synchro summon off of these 2, make sure you use the equip here. And you want to use the equip on the Eagle, because if you use it on the Kamui, it will not work. I mean, it will give you the other monsters here, so we go for the 3. We use the Vidir effect in hand to summon itself. Get the duplicate. We're going to draw a card here as well. Go into the Clear Wing. Go into the Crystal Clear Wing. And the Gusto, summon the Griffin. The Gusto effect gets a 2nd Serenity when we get another draw. So you see we get a set 3. They're just going to pass, and we can shuffle back the Sprees. And GG's. I think they just came up after that. Fair enough. We have some more versus Ancient Gear. Another one. I think I faced this guy twice, and I'm pretty sure I did the same thing twice to him. Which is kind of funny. See, we're on a 6-game win streak now. Alright. Once again, opponents going first. We're just gonna fast forward their turn. But yeah, so Sprees can win games going second, which is really nice. And of course, your turn 1's insane. So I think this deck could actually do pretty well. people just have to learn the combos because it took me a minute to learn it. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to uh, Darku for helping as well. Mm. So yeah, this is just the Ancient Gear combo. Alright, so now we're gonna use our skill. Normal summon the Vidier. We can't special summon from Grave, remember, so we're just going for Sprees. Sprees effect, get the Vidier. Now, since they use the Dweller, we can automatically get the Hope effect, summon the level 1, just summon everything in attack position, because we can. And they're going to use the Train Signal Red here. They're still going to take 1100 damage, and then immediately die to the... So this is really nice. I'm glad that Ancient Gear can get sacked like this, because they're too good. They've been doing too much of the sacking, I'll be real. Do I want to show you the Resonator one? I did. Okay, this one was a little bit of a misplay by me, but we still made it a pretty good turn 1 board. So yeah, the reason why I misplayed it is because I didn't I thought I had Pilica in hand when it was the level 4 instead. So, or I added the level 4 instead of the Pilica, which if I added the Pilica, this hand would have been actually insane. But make sure you are paying attention to what card you add. They kind of look a little similar, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so this is, unfortunately, we didn't get the combo completely here, so we're just gonna have to try and draw some stuff. So this is like off the charts here. What we're doing, we're going Sprees, get the Vidier, Ancestral Arts, go for the Kamui, goes into the Crystal Wing, Vidier. So we can still end on Clear Wing Crystal Wing, which isn't the end of the world, and we do get 3 sets. So like, it's not that bad to be honest, but definitely not the optimal ones. So yeah, they're gonna go Resonator Call for the Soul. Crimson Resonator, summon Soul Resonator. We are gonna use the Crystal Wing here because I know they're gonna use the Phoenix Chain. I'm gonna respond with the Cosmic. So the Soul Resonator gets popped. They're gonna use Skill, summon the Scarred, summon the Synchron. This is where we use the duplicate that we opened, and then they're gonna just scoop. So we did get a little bit lucky that, but we should have won that like a million times. Here, I'm gonna go... Yeah, I'll go... We'll go for the last 3 replays here. So this was actually a Gusto Mirror. You see we're on a 7-game streak here, so pretty cool. And we open pretty alright. I'm gonna grab the Vidier, the Pilica, normal the Vidier, spend the level 2, summon the Pilica, special the level 2, summon the Sprees, grab back the Vidier, Ancestral Arts of Gusto. I go for the 4 here because I opened the level 1, or the level 1's a Grave, so I can't exactly make the level 3 play. So I'm like, alright, we'll just go for a draw. Vidier effect. So we're gonna go for the draw here. We do get another Vidier, so we're just gonna set 2, and they just scoop. So yeah, some people might play like 2 level 1s just in case that happens as well. So that's another thing you could consider. Alright, this time, I believe we go first into Ancient Gear. So you'll see that. Go 8-game win streak. This is to be 90% win rate. So this hand is absolutely broken. We have everything. We had Pilica and Tailwind and Gusto pitching the Kamui. Vidier, send the level 2, Pilica, summon, Sprees effect, grab the Vidier, skill, set the Hope, goes into the 8. This is where we're gonna make, before you do anything else, make sure you summon the level 4. Go into this, deck thin a bit, summon the Vidier as well. So now we go for the Gusto. We have 2 duplicates, Book of Eclipse, Spell and Trap Negate, and Crystal Link here. So that's like an absolutely insane board. So Ancient Gear Advance, we're gonna negate that automatically. They're gonna go for the trap. They're gonna use the Tanker effect. I'm gonna duplicate back this immediately, so that they aren't able to go Fusion Summon, and they're affected now. So they're gonna go for the Ballista effects. We're gonna negate the Ballista. I learned today that Ballista doesn't target, which is pretty annoying. But since they are affected now, I can use the Ghost Mortar. That's just going to be negated, and we're just going to go in. Pilica, summon level 2, go through the Digesto. Pop the 2. They have the train. The train doesn't matter. We're going to use Crystal Wing to negate it. Jeez. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys what duel we lost. And this is the absolute worst case scenario of your hand, basically. And that's... if we went second, we probably could have won this as well, but we went first. Like I said, so much ancient gear on the ladder, which is crazy. But yeah, we opened both of the level 2s. Very bad. Very bad. But you can see, we'll try our best to make a decent turn 1 with it. We go for the 3, summon. We're able to make the Crystal Wing. Maybe I should have put these guys in defense, looking back at it, I don't know. Probably was the play. Some of these guys both in defense. But they're able to be crashed over, that's the other problem. So they're gonna Night Beam, they Night Beam the Book of Eclipse. That could have been helpful to keep. They're gonna search for the Wyvern. I feel like I have to stop them here. I don't know if that's right, because if I don't, they're just gonna search for another advance or something. So they're gonna go for the statue, summon here. We can use the Clear Wing to negate that. And then they can go for this Tanker effect. I'm gonna Cosmic, which they're able to summon this. It goes into the Ballista effect. It grabs the Gear Town. And if this monster effect actually targeted it, we would be fine here. But you can target one spell and trap you control, one face-up monster your opponent destroy that card you control. If you do, change. Oh, it's not a level 5. Never mind. That's what it is. It does target, but it's not a level 5. Duh. But yeah, you can see we're at 3k, so it does target. I take it back, chat. I take it back. So that's why we lost. I feel a little bit better now. But yeah, that is Gustos for you guys. I think the deck is actually pretty insane. I think as more and more time comes along, more people are going to find crazier combos and everything as well. So look out for that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next time.